with Whitney on K103, and it's Jimmy Carter Update powered by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Marion and Cape Girardeau. Go with Reynolds. Good morning, Jimmy. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday of the President's Weekend, 3-day weekend for a lot of people. And the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of NASCAR, is on Sunday. It goes for a long time, too. It's, the lead up is 2 or 3 hours before they actually race at 2:30 Central Time. This used to be a country thing, really. I mean, they have country bands, big artists playing in the pre-race and that type of thing. Looks like they're trying to, get some new people around. They've got DJ Khaled as the person that waves the green flag to get things started. They've got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the Grand Marshal. Are you ready to smell what The Rock is cooking? Then there's Pitbull playing the pre-race concert. Pitbull.
Yeah.
So it's the 66th running of the Great American Race. Pitbull is an owner of the Trackhouse Racing team, but didn't know he'd get to play. So they're definitely going. Oh, and Miss America, newly crowned, is going to be the honorary pace car driver.
Hey.
And the Thunderbirds, U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, are going to fly overhead. And on Sunday night, that's on Fox, on NBC on Sunday night, the People's Choice Awards. Not the People's Choice Country, but People's Choice overall. Who knows who'll win something like that.
Right.
Could it be Taylor Swift winning something? She was not available. She's playing right now, as we speak, at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Melbourne, Australia. And since she controls the weather, too, it's 75 degrees and there's partly cloudy skies.
There you go, yeah.
She's unbelievable. 3 nights in Melbourne, 4 nights coming up in Sydney. At the University of Melbourne, they're doing a 2-day conference. It's called the Swiftposium to discuss, dissect, and delight in all things Taylor Swift.
Well, of course they are.
And then there's Beyonce with her Texas Hold'em song. Now, I've heard it about 6 times.
Yeah.
And the beat is kind of getting to me a little bit. It's a danceable song. It's a kind of a happy song. The lyrics are very amateurish, whoever did those. But it's just radio stations trying to figure out if they're going to play it or not.
Right,
and
right.
One station in Houston did. And, she's from Houston, so it's just trying to figure out what's on the radio is confusing to particularly the outside world. The first day of broadcast class, there are classical stations, there are sports stations, there are news stations, there are country stations, there are country oldie stations, there are top 40 stations, there are jazz stations. There's all kinds of Spanish stations, and not everybody gets played on everybody's radio station. So in this case, she's from another format. She wants to come over and play country. Okay, well, that's going to get looked at. The fans are going to make the ultimate decision on this whole thing anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
That's how it's going to work out. Morgan Wallen. He's got a bar coming to downtown Nashville.
I'm shocked.
I don't know who's left. I don't know who is left, really. But somebody paid $10 million. He didn't. The company doing this has paid $10 million for the dirt next to the Ryman, and it's going up 6 stories there. God knows what the building cost. And it's crazy. It's just there's got to be a saturation point at some point.
Oh, my goodness. I would think so.
I mean, you've got still to come. You've got Bon Jovi's place. You've got Garth is only open downstairs. Not open at all, the Luke Combs, and not open at all yet, the Eric Church. And these are all the biggest ones of any of them.
I think you said it best. A little oversaturated.
A little oversaturated. And I also have another theory that maybe Katy Perry on her own is not just deciding to leave to go tour or be home with the baby or something like that. I have the feeling they looked at her salary, and the salary was up $25 million, and she probably wanted a raise. And they say, "Why don't you just tell everybody you're leaving, and so we won't have to fire you."
Ooh, okay.
$25 million for her salary.
That's
when
a lot.
Lionel's getting 10 and Luke's getting 12. That was getting ready to cost them a lot of money. So it's probably just letting her, in a classy way. I'm leaving. I'm going back to work.
Yeah. That could be. That's very.
I think that's very possible.
I think so too.
They hate me when I say all those secrets. And the book coming out in May, "Life's Too Short," a memoir by Darius Rucker.
Oh, cool. That'll be good.
I put a picture of that cover, which looks good, on my Facebook page.
Nice.
So there you are.
There you are, Jimmy. Well, enjoy your 3-day weekend.
Thank you.
That is your Jimmy Carter update this morning. It is powered by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Marion and Cape. Go with Reynolds.